Hi guys, and welcome to episode 5 of my Bournemouth career mode. Before we get into the first game of the episode against West Ham, I made a few changes just to freshen it up a bit. This is also going to be Correa's debut match, so hopefully he'll have a good one. And we drew 1-1 away from home, not a bad result at all really. West Ham aren't doing that great in real life at the moment, but they still have a very good squad, and a very good squad on FIFA. Before the recording, I put a few of the players on the transfer list that I didn't really want at the club. A few of the young players that I low rated, so a lot of them messaged me saying they're happy they've been put on the market. Billing also was saying about getting more game time, and I've just given him some more game time, so that's good. I decided to mix up the training drills a bit and get more of the youth academy players involved. Got a massive game against Arsenal coming up in the Cup. If you've watched the previous episode, you'll know that we've had some pretty poor results against Arsenal. Unfortunately, Jordan Ives' move has also broken down. And we get a bit of a silly offer really, someone in Callum Wilson online. Like, that's never going to happen. I do really rate Aaron Ramsdale as a young goalkeeper, and he'll be really big for his career mode in the future. But for now, I feel like I need a high rated goalkeeper so we can get better results. So I decided to go for Sergio Romero. Been Man U's backup goalkeeper for a long time. Hopefully he'll like this opportunity to finally become a first choice at our club. In the deal I also include Kelly, as I'm wanting to sign a new left back this window as well, so he's not really going to get any game time after that. Eventually, after some negotiations, we got the deal done. Sergio Romero is done, AFC Bournemouth player, and I'd put him straight into the starting 11 ahead of this game against Arsenal. Ramsdale moves to the bench. I also made a few more changes heading into the game, mainly for fitness reasons, and a couple of players told me they wanted to play, so I would have liked to have given more players a chance, but since we're playing against such a big team in Arsenal, I had to play a strong side. And we got the draw away from home against quite a strong Arsenal side as well. There's going to need to be a replay to sell this. A great result for us, especially after getting battered by them twice earlier in the season. After the Arsenal game, I got some great news that Joshua King had returned from injury and was available to play. I said earlier in the episode that I wanted to sign a new left back, and I went for a big one in Jamon Roussillon. If this deal gets done, he'll be a highest rated player and will be a key player in the future. And the deal was indeed complete. Roussillon is now an AFC Bournemouth player, and he'll be massive for us going forward. Straight away I go and put him into the starting 11 instead of Rico. Before we headed into the next game against Watford, I had a little bit of transfer business to deal with and got the news that Jordan Ibe had finally been sold and a few million had been added to the bank balance. Well, you know, it really all helps. I also had a press conference, but they're so repetitive, I doubt you guys want to see that. Heading into the Watford game, I made a couple changes as I usually do, with Joshua King returning to the bench And we drew 1-1, not the worst result in the world. Harry Wilson getting onto the score sheet. Coming up soon, we've got another massive game against Arsenal, the second leg of the cup. My now third choice goalkeeper could now be leaving on a free, but I don't mind too much now we've got Romero. We've made a decent few transfers now, but we still have a nice bit of money left, so we can definitely make another signing or two, especially if we sell a couple players. Anyway, that's the end of the episode, so give it a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and peace.